So, here's the pleasure boat. I mean, personally, I'm not so much into it, but if you ever came here, they got you covered. Could make a boat trip like this. Where do we go then? Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of Traveling the World using Google Maps Street View imagery. Today, I have something for you, and whether you think it's exciting or not, I leave up to you. We're going to Japan. This is our first time in Japan. Certainly not our last time. And some of you may already now assume, the back streets of Kyoto or Tokyo suburbs, but no, MapRunner has something else for you tonight. I don't know why I'm always saying tonight, like maybe you watch this in the morning before kindergarten. But we're going to see Japan's biggest dam, Kurobe Dam, or to pronounce it in any way more Japanese, Kurobe Dam. The Kurobe Dam in the Toyama prefecture, prefecture, the sort of like Japanese way of calling a state, naming a state, is a 186-meter high variable radius arch dam located on the Kurobe River. It supports 335 megawatt Kurobe No. 4 hydropower plant and is owned by Kansai Electric Power Company. It was constructed between 1956 and 1963 at a cost of 51.3 billion yen. The project was dangerous for Japanese workers, taking the lives of 171 people. Actually, in my little research, I didn't read that. Oh my god, that's terrible. Does it say why? History. Decided to construct a tunnel. The tunnel's construction-proof and arduous task is a large fracture zone and the rock was encountered, which took 7 months to repair. Oh my god. It seems to be a very famous dam. I had no idea. Maybe I should do my research better. But 170... Alpine Road. Well, I guess, it's a big project. Maybe they were shut in some tunnels or like fell off of something. Anyway, Kurobe is located here. I guess the closest city that we would know is Tokyo, but if you know more about Japan, maybe Toyama or Matsumoto or Nagano is closer. The Kurobe River itself looks more like a lake to me, but let's not be picky now. And the dam is going to be absolutely beautiful and, as the thumbnail already suggested, somewhat strange in the entrance, and I fear also somewhat strange in the exit. So, now knowing that 170 people died, it's a little bit of a different story in a way, but well then, we are here on a very high observation deck, and here, this staircase, trolley bus for Ogisawa, souvenir shop, tea and lunch, leads straight into the madness that we will start our journey with. So, without further ado, let's all take a deep breath. And go into it. Classic. Right. Let's go into it a different way. So, for all of you to know, this is the staircase I wanted to go down, and now we did it. You can buy Coffee, other souvenirs. I mean, it looks odd. I mean, what even is that? Photographers can be rented. It looks a bit strange to me. But anyway, nothing compared to what's coming now. Someone has been kind enough to film these tunnels. Which in itself is strange. I mean, aren't you already feeling like you're in some kind of cyberpunk game? I'm definitely feeling this way. Hello, mister. Don't mind me. Please don't mind me. I've bought a ticket. I'm just going on the dam, okay? No problem with me. Just let me pass. Yeah, so it's very strange. Like, can you imagine, again, I know I say this quite often, but can you imagine how it smells here? Like, I don't know, spooky place. But the spookiness is over. Here we are in... It looks like a train station, in all honesty. And if we follow along, we will get exactly where we need to go. Isn't that just crazy? It's like basically just a metro station, but someone has left all the doors open that are otherwise just for the personnel. Yeah, I don't know. This was very cyberpunky, even though it didn't have the characteristic cyberpunk colors. Very interesting. Oh, we passed through here quickly. Now sometimes the click throws you almost out of the tunnel. But it is a bit scary, spooky, strange, also with this grainy imagery. But I wanted to say that here are some images which light also the way that, to me looks kind of nice. And if we go out here are some people that are waiting to sell you something. Take pictures of you, perhaps. But, I mean, if anyone really doesn't need a picture taken, then it's me. We are taking pictures for everyone, basically, already, except from ourselves. There's no indication as to who we are. Probably a weekend traveler from Okinawa. But here we are on Japan's highest dam, which on this side, it's just kind of not as scary as on this side, the main side. And here, by the way, I wanted to show you, you can see how it looks when this dam is opened. Like the amounts of water flowing out of it in like 1 second is absolutely insane. You could fill a whole bathtub with it. Or 2 bathtubs. But anyway, let's go over this dam and see where would be the greatest view if we would have taken the offer to have a picture of us taken. Well, I guess if I come here, I left my partner at home, come here for a weekend trip or for a work trip, maybe I would have a picture taken and send it to my partner. In the back you have snows with mountains, or otherwise known as mountain with snow. Here you have some miniature Loch Ness kind of flying horse sort of thing. Otherwise, most people here look Japanese to me. They're cleaning the streets. Street very nice. Let's go here to the edge and admire the view. Now, the best would be now if this mountain at the end there would not be some kind of cheap Table Mountain knockoff, but it would actually be Mount Fuji. And I would say it cannot cost the world to change that. I mean, at least make a sign where Mount Fuji is. It's like this one point of reference in Japan. Here there is a river. I don't know what this is, to be honest. I mean, it's part of the dam structure. It just kind of seems to like stabilize the mountain. Here we have some kind of road or something also carved into the mountain. Here we have some workers that kind of look like some Fukushima workers with these like kind of purple pastel colored overalls. And here we have the dam where there's currently water flowing out, excitingly enough, which makes me think that it would probably be quite loud here too at the moment. By the way, we came in from here somewhere, then we went through here, through what appeared like a metro station. I don't know if there is a metro station. It must have been here, huh? Historical landmark. Ah, here we have, by the way, a picture of how they built this, all the kind of tools they used, the kind of uniforms they had. Maybe as a sort of like honor to all the people who left their lives, as it is so often with these gigantic construction projects. And here is a bus station. Well, I mean, I really wouldn't have expected a bus station here. Like, how even? I guess the bus must come from all the way here. Sorry, I'm kind of driving off, but it's interesting now to me. So the bus... Ah, yeah, I can look a little bit more. The bus goes... Well, this is just a normal road, but this doesn't connect to this. So the bus must leave through here somehow. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is the bus. Camden Tunnel electric bus. But does it really just go into a tunnel, yeah? Well, I suppose. I mean, these mountains are massive. Also very, very beautiful. I mean, the Japanese landscapes are just absolutely stunning. I mean, Japan is so often in discussion for its cities. You know, Tokyo is still the biggest or one of the biggest cities in the world. But the landscape is just so... gets me every time. Like the green, the mountain, it's like so... I don't know, it seems so majestic to me, you know, so peaceful in a way. So the colors are so soft. But enough talked about the landscape of Japan. Here we have a Japanese traveler. Could you look more Japanese? I don't know. Like if this was a British person, I would be like, oh wow, looks so British. But now here in Japan, this person looks very Japanese. But anyway, this is Japan's biggest dam. Watercolor is very nice. Doesn't look very dirty, it's just this kind of wood and stuff. And very beautiful. I have to admit that initially I wanted to go to China's biggest dam, the Three Gorges Dam or something. Not gorgeous as in like beautiful, but you know. But can we also go the other way? No. But you know, in China it's not so easy with street view imagery, at least not from Google. So here's the pleasure boat. I mean, personally, I'm not so much into it, but if you ever came here, you know, they got you covered. Could make a boat trip like this. Where do we go then? Oh, we really have only one way. Alright, pleasure boat it is. Doot, doot. It's hard to believe that we can travel here with Street View and that this is an official sort of like, it just looks so spooky, you know? Because also with the backstory and you know how deep you are in the mountain. Wow. So this is really like, I have to say, the dam itself, yes, it's very nice, but the way of getting there and getting back from it is just so much more interesting. You feel like an adventurer going through these areas. Oh, here we get a good look at the dam. Okay, I will say it just once. Oh, damn. Okay, now I said it. Joke's over. Let's move on. Here we can buy the pleasure boat tickets. Well, this looks very Japanese, huh? Doesn't it? Somehow everything is an anime. Everything is a cartoon. Ticket this way. Okay, I don't think we need one right now. We need to be here. Oh my god, it just gets better and better. Now we are crossing some kind of hanging bridge. It's fine. Wow, what a structure. And what a ladder. Is this the ladder to the sky? A ladder into nowhere. Must have forgotten that when they built this whole structure here. I mean, one thing I've thought in the past that perhaps is a little bit controversial is that Japanese people or Japanese architects or Japanese engineers really like concrete. You wouldn't think that necessarily, like you would think maybe about the Soviet Union or something, but Japanese architecture is 90% concrete and 10% wood. That's my understanding of the situation. Ah, okay, and we have now gotten as far as we can. I will go just want to have, oh, look at this. Ooh, a view to die for, isn't it? And here's the pleasure boat. Pleasure boat for one. You know, if you need a little time off from the hectic dam visit. Okay, yeah, well, this looks very, very nice. What I would like to do is to kind of see if there are any... Ah, okay, yeah, well, let's do this. If we can go on the water, let's do it. This is the pleasure boat, but no, I'm not gonna be this guy who is now looking. I mean, let them have their privacy. I'm just kind of interested in the dam. Look at this. Stone just comes into the water. Here's the dam from this side, of course, very flat. But if you think how much water is underneath you, like compared to the other side of the dam, it's insane, isn't it? Because these rocks all become sort of like dangerous when the snow melts on top of the mountains. Oh my god, it's really beautiful. A lonely pleasure island out here. It could also be in Bavaria, if you know what I mean. Gives me similar vibes, although here it looks just more wild and much bigger, of course, but like somehow I don't think it's absurd to think that this could be in Bavaria. Like if we would play GeoGuessr, would you immediately say Japan? Well, maybe some of you would, you know, they're going to be like, yeah, of course this is Japan. Yeah, but if you wouldn't know it, would you still say it? This is what I'm interested in. Okay, how far can we pleasure boat then? Let's go to the other end of this lake, river thing. Well, on one hand, I don't think this boat ride is so much worth it. It's beautiful out here, but it looks as beautiful as it looked from the dam. Like there's nothing super interesting that we have now seen that we would have otherwise never seen. But the water is so clear. I wonder if there are some crazy fish living in this water. This This concludes also the boat ride. Now I'm just curious if somehow one of these singular points here can sort of give another view on the dam itself. Otherwise, you know, I never know. It's not so easy with these to find the right sort of. So it's also kind of a hiking area, I suppose. But yeah, let's not dwell any longer in this. I'd rather click myself through some of these pictures. Concrete bucket used during constructions. Well, I suppose they put it here because it is very big. Or am I wrong? Specifications. 1 billion visitors buying merchandise, like a little concrete dam. But yeah, guys, in all honesty, I would say this concludes the trip to the dam. I think it was quite interesting, the fact that we were able to go through that because someone has been so gracious to take this 360 camera through it. And you know, these kind of little journeys, little explorations to some specific architectures or maybe along a certain famous road or whatever are really what makes Google Street View so great, because you can really go to so many places, you know, and have a good experience. And to me personally, if I can also comment a little bit and along the way discuss these journeys more with you, that's great fun. So thanks for watching. I wish you a good evening or good morning or good day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.